taking a lot of baths, sheesh.
It's one of many names we have. But yes, I do try to keep myself hydrated.
It is important.
Perhaps next time you can help get my back.
I'd love to.
We spend the night in the church then, it sounds like.
Yeah, let's do it.
It sounds like.
While we're settling into the church, knowing that it's hollowed and that we might have people watching us, I'm going to go outside for a moment, and if there's just like a table or a tree stump or something nice outside that I can set Giuseppe's skull on, I'm going to set Giuseppe's skull on it, like facing the path going away from the church. I'm going to jam a knife through his temple, and I'm going to write "You're next" in cursive with a little heart next to it
Nice.
Nice.
for anybody who's watching.
Cool.
And then I'm going to go home and kiss my boyfriend.
Wow.
Brave. So brave.
Are you leaving room for Jesus?
Absolutely not.
Love to hear.
Alright, where did you drop that stuff?
I don't know. Is there like a table or anything right outside the front door of the church?
Not really a table.
A tree stump?
You could probably find some little place to set it up.
Just someplace that's like nice and visible, but also hopefully still maybe within the hallowed grounds of the church, because I kind of want to keep his skull.
Okay. Then yeah, you can set it up just within the fenced boundaries.
Yeah, so like if any vampires or something are seeing it, they're like, "Ooh, I'm real mad about that," and they come in and try to grab the skull, and they're like, "Ooh, ow, oof, that hurts. It's
Of course.
hollowed in here."
Alright.
Or maybe just in like the window of the church too. If there is one by the door.
Yeah. Do that pretty easily.
It's a good thing this place is still hollowed.
For now. See how it can hold out. These people can't stay here forever.
Now, if you don't mind my asking, where did you meet the rest of these people, Gru? I don't recognize all of them from the estate. Or any of them, really. Are there any Bubblins in this?
There are not that you recognize. Sorry, I gotta pull up map now. Make sure that I give you the correct name.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I just have too many cities. Well, I grew up in Kyoto.
Can I also see the map?
No, this is my secret map.
Okay.
But I will exactly where it is.
I just wasn't sure if this is like a place Sheesh knew about or how close it was to the river that Sheesh grew up on.
It's relatively close, or at least
'Cause-
the river you grew up in eventually stretches down towards there.
Right, because
Oh.
I just know that Sheesh and Gru met before the estate, right? Apparently.
Right. And you were at the estate for a while before Groot was then
Oh.
brought in. Yeah, Kyoto was the capital of the Snake Province. It was a stronghold city and was under the rule of Lord Harada for many, many years. I grew up poor, as did everyone outside of the noble class, and eventually, when all of the government uh, fell apart, uh, I assisted in a revolt. Uh, the nobility were driven out of the city and taken over by Sun Tzu Li. He kind of gestures to Su Yan. And Long Su and Rokuro Tachibana. They took over and have since been ruling the area. And then went and acted as a spy for a while. Came to the Allard estate to investigate. There were whispers about weapons being manufactured and other things. When I arrived, I eventually discovered the hounds and the formulas that Gabriella has been working on. I spent a few years here with hopes of any way to escape. I found myself at a bit of a loss for what to do because I didn't want to get you involved and risk you dying because of my job, as it were.
You didn't want to get me involved, and you didn't want to risk me dying, but you were okay leaving me there as a slave to get beaten to near death every day by a fat Italian man?
What's an Italian man? You keep calling him an Italian man, and I just don't understand what
I
that
slept.
means. I didn't want to. I didn't want to take you out, and if I got caught escaping, I knew that I would be killed, and I didn't want that for you. I wanted.
I'm going to shut you up right there for just a moment, and please let me talk.
All right.
You came there willingly. I was captured. I watched my father die. You know that I would have died for you if it would have just meant an even slight chance of getting out of there together, right? I don't mean to make this into a guilt trip, but by God, I wish you would have told me fucking anything.
I didn't think that I had the capabilities. But I thought that if I could contact my people, that tell them what was going on, then we could get you out of there. Not just you, but Selkie and everyone else. Would you have really left with me and left Selkie here?
I mean, I would have tried to get her out too, but
Right. And then she would
I-
have tried to get someone else out.
I see.
I
Well,
couldn't have gotten everyone.
I'm sorry, I became a liability.
Just kind of gets quiet.
I grab his hand and I squeeze it again. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is a lot of pent-up emotion talking. I know that we both would have done more if we could. But I think we've made a good step in the right direction. But we're back together on the outside and we're going to break in, and Giuseppe's dead. That's already the first hurdle, right?
Yes. Likely one of the easier hurdles, but why did he have teeth? Like non-normal teeth.
Oh, well, you see, after I thought I killed him the first time, he injected himself with this horrible syringe that he's been making and peddling off to whoever knows what the fuck ever. Like, I mean, it's like a huge racket at this point. Have you not heard? Did you not hear about that part? Is that news to you?
Well,
He's making horrible monster transformative drugs out of goblin blood.
yes, we did not know. No, we've known about some of that, but we didn't know that he was. It's been peddling it elsewhere. Not only that, but I had no idea that he used it on himself.
I think that was an act of desperation. Lucresh told him to kill himself if he didn't come back after dealing with me, and I didn't really give him much of a choice.
He didn't turn into a hound, though.
No, he just got uglier, grew some teeth. I don't think he even became fully undead, or I would have known by now, right? I mean, he's at least not the same kind of vampire as the Allards, I hope. I didn't stake his body or anything, I just burnt it and cut his head off. Is that enough, you think?
No idea. I haven't seen. I haven't seen this type of transformation before.
I look over at Giuseppe's head that I left hanging in the window. Is it still there?
Yeah.
It's still dead?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Normally, any of the transformations end up with people becoming like the hounds.
Perhaps he was working with a formula a bit more pure for himself or something.
If that's the case, then we have a problem.
Do I still have that vial that Giuseppe dropped?
Yeah, you didn't get rid of it.
Does it look different than the one we got from like that one Oni, or like we didn't
Yeah.
find any on Bono's ship, did we? I can't remember.
No. You don't see any significant difference, but like the formula was also expended, so you can't really
Right.
examine the formula, which is a problem.
The important part of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of the carrying device at this point.
Well, I can only really hope that more of whatever strain of it that he's used on himself hasn't gotten out there, but the fact that any of it is still being made from the blood of my enslaved people is a problem I'm willing to deal with right now.
At some point, we have to deal with Gabriella. She's the source of the formulas, and if we can kill her and get rid of her research, hell, even just destroying her lab to slow them down would be a step in a direction. So, well, Shisha and Gru were talking. The rest of you guys do anything?
Are we preparing to get some rest?
I was gonna say, I'm still setting up a watch, even though this place is hallowed for sure.
Right. You do notice that um, it's not just you, but the other, like, some of the villagers and stuff, like, people keep watch and take shifts. Like,
That's good. That's good.
clearly nobody here feels like this is safe or comfortable.
That's
Sure.
good. This is not a place to
Even
let your
if-
guard down in.
Yeah, even if undead can't go in here, if vampires can control like wolves and shit, those can go in hollow places.
Right, like they've had attacks, and if you talk to any of the other people, they kind of tell you that they've had other incursions periodically, and that's why they have a couple of people armed and on patrol. But they also make sure to keep people away from the kind of like the outskirts, because if somebody gets charmed and invites somebody in, then the whole thing goes tits up.
Yeah. I kind of find like a me-sized rock or something smaller. Just kind of roll it over near the perimeter. What's the layout of the cathedral, I guess? Are there rooms? Is it filled with people? Are there a lot of people in here?
There's quite a few people. You can see that it's kind of like a standard kind of church. All the pews have been kind of pushed to the side, right? So not really pews, but there's like some kind of cushions that would have been used for kneeling and prayer. They've all been pushed to the side, and people have laid out cots and rows, and it's very like it's just kind of like a hostel at this point. There's just people finding places to sleep and stay and making do. Can smell that there's pretty consistently somebody is putting together some kind of like a soup or a stew, cooking rice, whatever they can scrape together and rationing out to people as best they can.
And how far does the perimeter of the hollowness extend? Does anyone know?
Around the fenced area.
So behind the cathedral, for example, it's still hollowed.
Yeah, there's a fence that goes around the whole thing. So
Yeah, he just drags one of these stones if he finds one over to the back where he's not disturbing anyone. He just starts punching it.
all right.
He's not breaking it or anything. He's just like, just as a form of
Yeah.
training. It's like he has to keep, he has to maintain this "the pain doesn't bother me" sort of mentality when he hits someone or he'll hesitate. So he just does that for a while before resting.
Sounds good. Yeah, yes. Set up a bit of a watch order, and sleep. It goes by uneventfully, though tense. Many of you, I'm sure. And eventually, the next morning, though it's hard to tell just because it continues to be this overcast, just gray, sky gets slightly lighter. Just a bit of ambient light, essentially. Uh, yeah, and the next morning comes, you all get your short rest in.
Thank Christ.
Woo.
Blessed be. Who wants food?
Yes, please.
Yes, food sounds good. I like that.
What's cooking, Cookie?
What do they have at the church?
Not much.
Yes, I'd
They're-
imagine.
Running quite low on supplies.
I'd imagine I just stretch what I can from their supplies and what I have to make a decent, satisfying meal for a lot of people.
Got condiments.
It's a rice and porridge kind of day. Maybe some hash browns for breakfast if we have potato.
Is there something about short rest restoring all your hit dice or something crazy like that?
Long rest.
No, long rest gets all your dice.
I think I did
Okay.
hear that actually.
Yeah, I heard that
For sure.
earlier.
Yeah.
Damn, I could really use some of my hit dice back.
I'm out. I'm out of hit dice.
I only have 2 ranger dice at the moment.
Did you have key points before going to rest, Kaku?
I had one left. Yeah.
Oh, it's not enough to heal yourself.
What does
Gotcha.
what does Gru think of my cooking?
Give me a tools check.
I did. I rolled a 16.
You've done better.
Well, considering their ingredients, that's fair.
You're not working with a whole lot. I'd say it's quite impressive. Certainly better than any of the slop that's been served for the past few weeks here.
Aha! You hear that? I'm presentable.
While we're on the topic, though, of food, if we have any way to bring supplies to these people, that is also something that could be of value.
Have some merchants and some friends back in safer places I could talk to, but it would be hard to convince them to travel all the way out here.
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
What if we used one of our chucks?
Ooh, there is an idea. How many of those do we have left?
Let me double check. I think we're at 5.
Yeah.
Because if we chalk somewhere inside the church
We
where
could.
it's hollowed, that's hypothetically
Yep.
safe.
I feel like it would be a pretty decent space to put one.
Yeah, especially if we do it in like a secluded like closet or something
well,
where it's out of the way.
let-
Even
Let me jump in here. A day's travel away, there is a pool of long rest that is also safe from vampires.
Right.
both seem like
Good
very
point.
good options to have.
Let's see. We have 5 charges remaining. Yep. I would highly recommend we put one of them at the pool.
You think we could put one here too, though?
I don't think we should put 2 portals one day apart from each other. Unless we get our hands on more of this chalk. That seems
Yeah.
very wasteful.
This is just the
It's not like they could use the chalk circle anyway. We would have to vary it back and forth. I
Right.
don't know.
Right, makes sense. We can make it at the pool, hike back with, resources. It's just a day.
it's just us traveling through this forest alone for a day with all these supplies versus having a direct window into there and then traveling for the long rest. And this is just the selfless part of me speaking. I care about these people at least a little bit.
I think that by the end of this, we will simply kill the vampires.
I hope.
That'll be good.
Do you have a means of teleportation?
Sort of, yes. I'm working on something a little more reliable, but we have this chalk in the meantime.
Well, if you're willing to put one down by the pools, we could. It may be possible to transport at least some of these people.
Oh, certainly. It would make
I was
smuggling
going to say,
very much
if
a
you're just
possibility.
looking to get out, it doesn't really matter where we place it, I suppose.
Yes, if we can get even just some of these people out of here, that'll stretch some of their supplies. It would be as good as finding more, at least temporarily.
That is definitely doable.
And then hopefully we just take care of the problem. So
Right. The other option is looking for supplies. There may be remaining stores of goods in what remains of Nagatari, or more than likely, Gabriella probably has some stores of fruits, vegetables that she's been growing, cultivating. Don't know how much I trust those, but I'm sure we can find something that's serviceable. They were getting their food from somewhere.
Yes, I know they didn't need to eat, but they at least liked to, or at least feed their guests to keep appearances up. So I'd imagine they wouldn't feed them any produce that's too dubious.
They do also need to feed their servants, right?
Right.
Yes, they did allow us to eat from time to time too.
Can't
Once I
work if
had a
they're
whole
dead.
potato.
Was it at least cooked?
Yeah.
We'll get them for you, Sheesh. Rake them over the hot coals.
Anyways, the point is that we have many tasks to complete, and there are many of us. You want Su Young and I can try to handle something, or we can all travel together.
I think our plan is to find these werewolves. But if it's a day's travel to the pool, maybe that's a higher priority.
I suppose that's up to you all. I believe the werewolf den is roughly half a day's travel.
Same direction toward the pool?
At which direction?
Uh, Similar. You have to follow the path, but it's there's a windmill and it branches from there. One path kind of goes off towards the den, and then the other path will head up towards the Allards and the spring and the mine.
I see. Hmm.
Uh, that's the den there.
Gotcha. I am kind of a mind that we hit up the werewolves first.
All right.
If it goes well, we can continue past to the springs or stay with them overnight. And if it goes poorly, half a day means we can get back here before night sets. We do also have recent proof that we are fighting against these vampires, and maybe it would be good to strike while the iron's hot.
I want to at least see Tancred.
Shouldn't we check the oubliette?
That's another good point. Do we want to do that first? Go through the forest?
It's nearby.
It is nearby. This is as close as we're going to get.
Could save some trouble.
I'm easy. Oubliette makes a lot of logistical sense. We're close.
Yeah.
Now you can get to the bottom of the oubliette and back up pretty easily, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I can. I don't know about you guys.
Not so much, but I'll prepare whatever I can to try to help.
I might just stay at the top.
I just want to see if he's down there. Are we passing by the fields too? I guess we can get some food.
Oh, we're passing through the flower fields, yeah.
Some are edible.
Might be able to grab some on the way back.
Be very careful about it.
If you can find some medicine, that might help.
I know flowers specifically, so I could probably help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who popped back in? What's up, Nara?
Oh, it was me.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Where is Nara?
I'm here.
Hi, Nara. What's your plan?
I think we have a good plan.
I was gonna say, I think we can probably hit that oubliette up while we're here.
Aye.
Ooh, Bliet.
Ooh, Bliet.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I got grappling hook, and if we got rope, we can just go back up and down.
Well, then, shall we? Do you want me or Su Young to accompany you?
I feel like your skills are better suited doing something else, right?
I'm a little worried that they might come here seeking retribution. Can anyone else
Yes.
protect this place?
One of
Yeah,
us
very.
will remain here.
All right.
They're very after you at the moment, crew.
Yeah, maybe you stay in here.
Or come with us, whichever makes you feel safer. I give him a very look.
Are you worried about me?
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Yes.
She's, how about you stay here with him? Keep him safe. You're pretty capable.
But you're going out there, and I what if Selkie's out there too? I need to go out there. I can't be both places at once.
All right. Your sister might be there. Just one question. She hot?
How do you expect me to answer that?
Honestly.
Well, she's quite attractive.
She's my sister.
He just, clicks his tongue twice at Gru.
I slapped Stein.
Thank you. I'll keep your sister safe.
He has a very attractive family.
What a normal thing to talk about your family like that.
Yeah, great. It's in the blood. It's got a good look.
Sorry, this is a deep in joke from like a week ago.
Yeah,
It's good though.
Is it?
I don't even
Yeah.
think he's here to be affected by it.
he's not. As you guys are discussing this, Su Young will say, in that case, I'll remain here, and you all can take care of Brew.
Drake, does the daylight spell actually make daylight in your world?
Use it, and we'll find out.
Can I roll Arcana about it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Telling me you got a spell called Daylight?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a spell called Daylight that I know with my expertise in Arcana. It makes daylight, you see.
Is it okay?
Hopefully, we'll find out.
We're untouchable to vampires. She can make daylight.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
weird. The person who invented the spell is just actually neurotic.
Why don't you just call it bright
So
light?
so it's a long story. It's a mistranslation, basically. The author of this spell was from a very remote place, and the name of the spell got translated poorly. It actually, in the literal translation, is something closer to over there light, and then that got shortened to their light, and then that got shortened to daylight.
So you got a regular light.
Yeah, it just
That's
makes a
like-
lot of light.
The issue is that it makes a light that is very similar to daylight in its intensity, but is not actually daylight as far as creatures like vampires are concerned, probably because it's an effect that just works and doesn't have any sort of concentration or way for such a creature to nullify it, and therefore it would be busted and inconsequential.
Part of the problem,
But you see,
too,
I have this weapon that just exudes moonlight, and that hurts vampires and undead, even though it's not actually daylight. How do you explain
Well,
that?
okay, I can jump in here
The
as an
sun,
expert.
so it is sunlight,
Right.
but it's yeah,
Okay, but
but it doesn't as good because it bounces.
as an expert in both magical and starlight, I can jump in here. Most of the things that are weak specifically to daylight aren't weak to it because of the physical properties of the radiation that's coming off of those celestial bodies or being bounced off of the moon. It's because
You lost me at radiation.
it's
I
symbolic.
blink my eyes one at a time.
It's symbolic. They don't actually give a shit about light. They give a shit about the symbol of good that the sun represents.
Is the moon not a symbol of good?
Most of the time, no. Most people use the moon as a symbol for
The
change
moons are
or
gods!
nature
Or-
or
The moons
animals.
are literally gods, and they
we-
shrink away from holiness, right?
Sure, but there's also gods of trickery. Like they're god.
The gods, the moon
The
gods
moon's
are
also
good.
like used for like
right?
sneaking and darkness and shadows. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
it is a very strong,
Different.
ties to magic and to nature.
Yes, but why is water blue?
That I might not know that one actually. Hang on.
Yeah, and why can't vampires
what would
deal
it
with
even
running
be?
water?
that'd be nature.
It's because blue is one of the last colors to get filtered out because it has the lowest frequency.
You were a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I literally
Right.
studied
Ha-
stars and light for my entire
I'm sorry,
life.
you studied why the water is blue?
Yeah.
He did.
Such useful information that. Let's go. That's gonna be useful
You-
later in life.
You've
Yeah.
you've seen a rainbow before, right?
Yeah, these suck.
Yeah. Wait, they suck.
They're terrible.
What?
I will not hear you
How are they
talking shit about
terrible?
rainbow.
They're gaudy.
Yes, you know what? I agree with Stain. I think they're a little bit too gay.
They're too
You're,
gay.
you're rainbow. They're-
How dare you? First of
It's
all, how
gosh.
dare you?
I think we should
Rainbows.
take rainbows back.
When I was a child, it was a symbol of God would not destroy the world with a flood again. And now the gays took it?
Now they're
Rainbows are
putting rainbows in the
breathed
water.
by storm dragons as a sign that the storm is over.
I heard that little green men put pots at the end of rainbows, and I've never found a pot of gold.
Oh, that's actually just deeply racist.
That fairies don't do that.
Anyway, we should probably carry on.
How are,
Maybe the
how are you
rain-
guys
We're
traveling?
going to the Oubliette at a normal pace.
Okay. Somebody give me a d20.
Are we cutting between these trees? Through these trees?
Technically, I'm still preparing
No.
spells, but I'm almost done. I just wanted to know if I should pick up daylight or if I should just pretend it doesn't exist like I always do.
because it's a bad spell.
Because it's a bad spell that doesn't do anything you can't do with a torch.
Or a cantrip.
Right.
Well, anything that has sunlight or sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah, just like
Oh
you
no, I can kill a kobold more than I can already kill a kobold.
Also, we just specified that it is not sunlight.
The spell.
It's a useless
It's
spell.
tearing us apart.
This is the
There's a-
breadcrumbs of 5e. It's
There's a folk tale that it used to affect vampires a long time ago, but then the vampires thought really, really hard about it, and then just decided they didn't want it to anymore.
I'm gonna run daylight like Mercer runs daylight.
how's he do that?
How's he do
Uh,
that?
He considers daylight effective for the purposes of like sunlight sensitivity.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's bright?
Yeah. Anytime that he's got a lot of underdarky and like cave dwelling monsters, and anytime somebody's like daylight, then he's always like, okay, they get disadvantage while in the daylight
Okay.
Okay.
because it makes a spell useful, and it's what it's obviously supposed to be. there
Yeah, the
for.
obvious intent of the spell that makes daylight. Yeah.
The issue is that it's an hour-long duration, and it should not instantly roast a vampire with a third-level spell.
Right. Maybe vampires should grow some balls and not die when they walk out in the sun like a CR2 monster would.
Look,
Where-
man, not all
carry
of
an
us are that
umbrella.
privileged.
Vampires Vampires are everything I hate about creature design.
Stop mocking the disability of other creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're being very ableist
You're
right
I-
now.
so
The best
ableist.
part, I'm doing this out of character. In character, Jupe literally knows that he is 8 months away from Aladinia and will be suffering from this exact same thing.
What's Aladdin?
Somebody give me another d20.
What's Aladdin?
The sunlight will make his skin burn.
But you're covered in fuzz.
Not much of it.
You guys, as you guys are traveling down the roads, you begin to come across the trees start to kind of shift in tone and hue, growing this like dull, pale, like purplish at some points, almost like pinkish, and you can see that there's little like flowers and things that are growing, but they all are like a little strange. Alistair, you can give me a florist check if you want.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. You can tell that you recognize a lot of these. You haven't seen any of these personally, or probably haven't seen many of them personally. But you've read about them because they're the thing that they all have in common is that they're all acidophilic plants, which means that they really like the high acidity that is caused by all the hot springs and stuff in the area. So they're kind of a unique set of flora to this region, and they have clearly like fully overtaken this area. Probably not naturally. Clearly, this is something that's been cultivated.
Okay, so they're not invasive. They've just been put here deliberately.
Yeah, and they've
Okay.
started to spread a little bit, but and some of them would have grown naturally. But the extent that they have grown in this particular area is
Mhm.
unnatural.
Okay, yeah, someone's definitely putting these here on purpose, or it's just unnatural that they're like this for sure. Way too bunched up.
Yeah, like every once in a while, you can see areas where they have clearly like taken like clean cuts of shears
Mhm.
have been taken to some of the plants, and you can see where they've like been propagated and replanted,
Okay, yeah. some
forcibly kind
cuttings.
of like spreading them.
Huh, I wonder how far they're intending to go. Are these plants like edible still? I mean, they're just they like the high acidity, right? But
They like the high acidity. You would know that many of these are fairly useful for certain potions, and they have unique alchemical properties.
oh, okay, she's definitely growing these on purpose then.
A lot of them, like not the whole plant, but they're like the flowers. Whenever they bloom, can produce certain bits, or for some of them, it's like the roots or other little bits and pieces periodically.
Okay.
A lot of them aren't great properties. A lot of them are toxic or poisonous in some fashion, but some of them do have like strange medicinal properties or other things. Like a couple of these are used in. It's not like sugar, but they can cause a like an adrenaline type sensation when processed
Oh.
correctly.
You think she's making that weird serum that Giuseppe used? That'd be interesting. Because it seems to have some sort of adrenaline-like effect. So does this plant.
Quite possible.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
if we can gather some of these have weird medicinal uses, but we could take them back later. It's something, I guess.
You guys are traveling. What's the kind of marching order currently?
Alistair's probably near the front looking at everything.
Likewise.
Or
Near the-
maybe behind.
Yeah, the front on watch.
Yeah.
I'll take the middle.
I kind of want to scout too because of my capabilities in darkness and such, but I also want to be near crew, so I'm just kind of in the middle, I guess. Or maybe near the back.
You can watch everyone's back.
Yeah.
Jupe and Alistair, I need you both to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no.
God, no, not more of these.
Not bad.
I'm distracted.
Both of you seem fine. You do notice that there's a. You start to approach a kind of like a not a fork, but like a four-way split in the path. And at the center, there's this large tree that's kind of like overtaken with some strange moss. As you guys are approaching, there's a small, kind of rickety makeshift bridge that has been put over top of an area of land that is seemingly like just kind of caved in slightly.
Oh.
Yeah, you just get this like the sweet smell of some of the flowers and things. Kohaku, Stain, and Nara, and Nico, I need you guys to make wisdom saves as well.
Growing a whole forest like this is pretty impressive, honestly.
It's very pretty for, haunted, terrible vampire land.
Yeah, and some of these are poisonous too, but still, they're pretty.
Nara, you begin to step forward, and then when you go to pull your, like, take a step with your left leg, you suddenly feel it just, like, not move.
Huh.
You look down, and you can see that your leg has been fully replaced with what appears to be like a porcelain doll's leg. And it snaps at the thigh, and you feel yourself collapse to the ground.
The fuck?
Do we hear or see anything?
You guys turn and see Nara has crumpled onto the ground. Stain, you feel the like scales and skin around your mouth suddenly feels like it's melting, and then you try to open your mouth and you can't. It's like skin has fully covered your mouth.
Hey, this is awesome.
That's like pawing at his face.
She shiny too to make a wisdom save as well.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I'm gonna inspire that, I think.
All right.
It's better.
You do see Gru kind of suddenly reaches out kind of frantically for you, Sheesh. Sheesh, I can't see. Are you there? Is there, love?
Yeah, I grab his hand. I'm right here.
Yeah, he's just looking around and doesn't seem to be able to see anything. The rest of you turn and see this, and you don't see anything wrong with them.
Oh, fuck. Whatever it is, it's in your head. Your eyes are fine. Stain, what are you doing?
You didn't eat any of these, did you? Oh no. Okay, I'm glad you didn't eat anything. Is his mouth actually like stuck shut?
He doesn't seem to be opening it at the very least.
Okay, can I try to pry it open?
Sure. Give me a athletics check. Stain, contested with the athletics check of your own.
Sure.
Damn.
Yeah, you try and pry it open, and it is locked shut.
It's like a
Oh.
crocodile. It's easy to keep his mouth shut, but he can. But opening it is hard.
I just need to get a rubber band to put around it. Well, he doesn't want to open his mouth for some reason.
So he can't speak and Gru can't see?
And Nara, okay, hang on. Go over
Everybody
to try to
can
like
hear,
pick Nara up. Nara, what's going on? Come on, talk to me.
My
Nara,
leg
yeah,
on forever.
yeah, Nara. For you, you look down, and it's like your thigh is just. It just stops at this like porcelain, like broken off, kind of like midway up the thigh, and you could just see this other bit of porcelain leg in the ground.
For what it's worth, I suspect this is just a guess. I suspect there's some weird pollen shit going on. I am going to use Blustering Gale and just try to like blow the area around us clean. Just like get fresh air in here.
Okay.
I get blown over.
I mean, I'm not like targeting you guys with it. I'm just trying to like push
Right,
air away
just-
from myself. Yeah,
Pushing the air away.
yeah.
Yeah. Give me a Nara, Sheesh, and Maru can all give me another wisdom save.
Crap.
Nara, you watch your other leg turn to porcelain.
No.
Meanwhile, Guru suddenly stops talking, and he's doing what Stain was doing earlier, where he just seems to be unable to speak. Stain, you kind of snap out of it, kind of sneeze and cough, gasping as fresh air kind of fills your lungs. Suddenly feel your mouth seems normal again. Your jaw feels like tight, and you suddenly realize that you were clenching your jaw like extremely hard, like grinding your own teeth.
Ow! Guys, what the fuck?
But what happened?
This
What's
place
going
is cursed. My mouth disappeared.
on? Well, we did. It looked normal the whole time. Hang on, let
You
me.
just wouldn't open
No, they fused. They totally fused.
it. No.
Just see Nar like grabbing at the ground, pulling himself across it.
Yeah.
God.
Vampires can do
you're-
more than that. Stop me.
Oh no, he lost his legs. No, wait, they're right there.
Oh man,
He's
what do we do? Do we
paralyzed.
take them out? Like, just drag them out there, away from these plants, maybe?
With Jupiter's with Jupiter's spell and my success, is it enough to kind of intuit what's going on here with like the pollen and the air clearing and helping it out? Or...
Possibly. Give me a. Yeah, I would say like you can interpret it however you want.
This place is cursed. This place is hella cursed.
All
Let's
right,
leave.
everybody, calm down and just breathe in deep. Don't forget to breathe. And then I breathe out, and as I do, I project a continuous blast of air. I don't know if I can.
It's the wind.
I don't know if I can aim that in a way that makes everybody not actually have to make a save and just kind of clear the air around us. But
I'll make a save. It's fine.
Nara, you can make another save. Cool.
Arm is lost.
I need you guys to put yourselves onto the map and roll initiative.
Oh shit.
oh boy,
Oh no.
where do we? Which direction did we come from?
You guys were on this bridge and you were coming across it.
Okay. I was kind of near the back.
Oh, there are no flowers. Oh, there's some flowers. in the bushes. I thought we were walking through a field of them.
It's more of a forest with flowering plants.
I am in the middle, like I said.
Yeah, I was mostly just going for this because of that little bit of text that says it disperses gases or vapors. But I
But
might
not
have just-
pollens.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Sure, it can. It's like airborne, right?
If nothing else, it started some combat. Hey, do I get to take the better of those two rolls?
Yeah. I believe so. Perfect. Just gonna jump into this real quick. Kohaku, what do you do?
Who's still suffering from the illusion? Is that she's-
Brew and Nara.
Nara?
Nara? I'm gonna pop over to Nara real quick and slap him.
So we're
Alright.
gonna solve everything.
This
tonight.
is the worst day ever.
I lost my legs,
As
so my
he-
friends are hitting me.
As he's crawling on the ground.
Get yourself together, man.
Yes, correct.
Do I roll another wisdom save?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, I
Uh,
tried.
You actually did damage.
Yeah, you have to do damage because there's a lot of charms that say
That's
like.
true.
Don't think a 16 hits.
Oh, I bet you I got him surprised.
I think Nara might be prone right now.
20. Oh, he's prone. Yeah,
It's
Mine
true.
did. Definitely. You're definitely prone. You're the ground one damage.
Get it together! You're under the influence of a vampire! He's in your mind!
Excellent. Sheesh.
Or in your legs. I don't know.
We could all just slap Narn until he wakes up.
It's like that airplane
Take
movie.
turns.
Yeah.
Come on now. Gather yourself.
Lining up behind him.
He'll start stomping the Nara until he wakes up.
I pull out the +1 whip I got from Giuseppe.
No.
I guess I'll just kind of. I can't pivot the airstream around like a sprinkler per turn. I think I could just change the direction of it, but I'd imagine I kind of had it facing this way anyway. Is it affecting everybody at the moment, hypothetically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start
keep
saving
kind-
throw, right?
Yeah, I'll kind of keep it facing like I said. I want to like disperse the air, but maybe point it upward enough that it doesn't actually force
Okay.
all of my companions to make strength saving throws or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise I don't really know what else to do. I'll step over here and can I do like an insight check on Gru? Or like a medicine to see if he's actually physically affected by something?
Sure.
Which would be better, or more applicable, I guess.
Give me medicine. Brew and Nara kind of turn to you, and you can see something is beginning to grow out of their orifices.
Oh!
What?
Ooh.
They're orifices, you say?
Their orifices.
How many and which ones?
Ears, mouth, and nose.
Can I?
Uh-oh.
Now your butthole.
God, I hate that. Was that like my main action to medicine check?
Nah.
Okay. What's growing out of them?
It seems to be some kind of like a vine-like moss.
And okay, first I guess I'll just I will grab Gru's shoulders so as to hopefully not tumble him away when I do this. But then I want to kind of pivot him into that space right there, maybe. Can I do that?
Yeah, give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
Or isn't he kind of just like rolling around on the ground right now anyway?
No, Gru is up. Yeah, seems resistant.
Is that a main action then?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll
Well-
just, yeah. However effective the hold on him I have is, regardless or not, I'll bonus action direct the blast of wind right into his face to hopefully blow that moss out of him. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Oh boy. What do they have to do? That was a strength save, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just post it again.
You do see something kind of faintly get blown off of his neck. Seems quite small. It's kind of like use this glittering trail behind it. That brings us to
Like a glittering trail, like a spider web.
no, like glitter.
I don't know what to make of that at the moment. But,
Like a unicorn sword.
okay. Does any of the moss in his orifices dislodge?
It does not.
Great.
Gru is going to use his bonus action.
Sees his boyfriend for the first time in 2 years, and then I
Yep.
blow a megaphone directly into his face, basically.
Yeah. Well, he's going to pay you back in kind. You guys watch as Gru puts both of his hands together, and out of his back form two massive snakes,
Oh,
kind of like spectral in form, and they're going to strike out one at Stain and one at Sheesh.
The hell? It's from Gru?
I think 15 and 13 miss both of you.
Yeah.
That is his whole turn. Nara, you feel compelled to attack the nearest creature or creatures to you.
Damn it, me.
Stop him again.
Okay.
Are you still prone?
Yeah, I can't stand up, so.
You can now.
Oh.
Oh,
You fully succumb.
okay. In that case,
What's wrong with you?
you're gonna like this anyway, so.
True.
Like what? Well, I don't want to get hit by
Whoa!
your swords.
Damn, why are they so high? Now I'm rolling good. Jeez.
Nara, the fuck?
Take that, vampire.
What? That's a 15 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just healed that.
That brings us to the Jupiter.
Okay. I'm here to push the limits of a spell again. One of the things that Speak with Plants lets you do is cause the magical plants created by an entangle spell to release their victims. I'm hoping that
You
is
say
close.
rectums?
Hoping that is close to what's happening right now.
Oh,
I would like to cast Speak with Plants and see where that gets me. Even if it's just hearing these evil little bastards talking about the brains they're taking over. But if I do have the ability to influence them, I would love to get them to fuck off. The big distinction is whether they are plant creatures or not. Because if they're plant creatures, I explicitly cannot give them commands.
right.
If it's like a
I will
plant
say-
made by magic, I can.
I will say with this spell, I'm gonna stretch the use case of this spell myself.
Love it.
This does not take effect, but it gives you an insight that these plants are actually a manifestation of something's spell. Something else has done this. to
Okay,
them.
so this is definitely not just, oh, cool, mind control plants. This is like somebody cast a spell on them.
Kind of, or something has used some kind of an ability that is magically kind of influencing their bodies.
Okay, and the simply causing these vines to retract is not going to get rid of that spell.
Yeah. Because you don't think that there's actually vines here. It's like a Crown of Madness type situation.
I see. It's a particle effect. I gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Well, I guess with my turn then, after I have given myself the ability to speak with plants, I just call out to all the plants, hey, what's happening? You guys see this before?
Ask them who's hiding in them.
God, give me a...
I'll take it. I'll take persuasion.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
This is the most used spell Jupe ever had.
So far, I have gotten more mileage out of this spell than almost any other.
It's really good.
It's a good one. Yeah, it happens once in a while.
What causes it?
Can't say. You're not really giving us a whole lot.
Alright. That's probably my entire turn.
There goes Jupe talking to plants again.
Hang on, I gotta get them to cooperate.
Just ask them who's hiding in them.
I tried that, but they're not following my simple commands.
We're Deadly Nightshade for a reason.
Oh, it is more the Nightshade, isn't it?
Stain.
I don't know what to do with these fellows. That really hurt. I'm gonna take the dodge action. And playfully bap Nara a few times. Come on. That all you got?
Alright. Draw an aggro. Alistair.
Okay, after seeing the Speak with Plant spells didn't really work on the weird plants, can I suss out that it's magic and use Arcana to figure out what it is?
Sure.
Nice.
You saw very briefly as she kind of blew at Gru. Something flew off of the back of Gru's neck. I think that there is some kind of a small, hard to spot creature that was causing this.
Okay. Shit, it's something really small doing it.
What?
Some really small creature is casting a spell, and that's what's making this happen.
Like a bug?
I don't know. I don't think bugs can cast spells. Never seen a bug cast a spell.
Could be a druid.
Oh yeah, druids can do that sometimes, can't they?
Very,
Druid
very
cast-
powerful ones.
Disguised as a bug. Or perhaps some sort of god of trickery disguised as a bug. Can you imagine?
Yes, that's what we're thinking about.
Torch it all.
Just
None of us have
burn
to
it
take
to the
much.
ground.
Just burn it all to the ground.
Kohaku, what would you like to do?
I don't have the skills needed to help here. I don't know what's going on.
We need a thing to punch.
I
Can
mean,
you like sense small things with your monk senses? Is there like a life sense
I was gonna
thing
say,
you can do?
try a search action.
Yeah, you can do like a search action.
no, hang on, that's the wrong skill. Never mind, hang on. Misclicked.
Oh damn, that's such a shame.
Wait, there is no search skill. Is investigation? Can I do perception?
Perception.
Is it hearing based?
If you
I'll just
would
roll
like it to.
Hear the wing beats?
That's potentially very close. Check. It's not quite enough. You don't really spot anything else moving other than you all. One thing you do take note of is that there's like a picnic set. There's like a table and seemingly a tray of candy set out.
Okay, I'm infuriated. I'm just going to announce if whatever is happening does not stop very, very soon, I will burn this entire forest to the ground.
Nice, 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 nice.
That's me.
Interesting. Ashish?
Oh boy. What's a night? Which ones are the nightshade plants that things are possibly hiding in? This one?
Well, they're hiding in anything. But Jupe was talking to the Nightshade.
Gotcha.
He's technically talking to all the plants, but the Nightshade were being less cooperative.
Which particular pet? Do I know which one that was? That he was.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just sidestep around Gru. And bonus action. Walk a little bit more this way, so as not to tumble anybody else over. And then just bonus action, blast the air up here.
Alright. Blast the air up there. You see all the plants start to rustle. Did you disengage?
No.
Misses. Thank goodness.
It's okay, he's not very good.
I look at him and I'm very disappointed.
Okay, I'm standing here. I'll take the blows.
That's just the bonus action though.
That's true, still your action.
I want a main action cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
We're just gonna make everybody talk to us here.
Okay.
Do I see any animals around at the moment? You're probably not.
Give me a d20. Yeah.
Then I'll just kind of shout out into the woods in general.
Could do a perception check if you want.
Sure. I don't know who you are or who's doing this, but that's a very lovely tea set over there, and it would be a damned shame if somebody were to tip it over. And just make a whole fucking mess of the place.
You hear no response.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right, Nara.
I genuinely don't know what to do in this encounter.
Come on, punk.
I guess just keep on focusing on Stain.
14, 18. Both
Did
miss.
Drew not go?
Oh, thank God you dodged.
Boy.
Ooh.
Oh
I'm scared.
Did Drew not get a turn?
no, he did. He rolled over 2 and a 1.
God.
So just breezed right past that one.
He's like, dude, wow, yeah, I see it. 8 and 7.
I'm surprised no one recommended, like, I don't know, injecting sunlight into my body, bleach.
I don't have sunlight or bleach. Sorry. You have a bonus action still. You can attack with your second weapon.
He only has to use his main action.
Oh,
Oh, you only
I'll
have to use your
set you
main
on
action.
fire, but I don't want to like burn your tongue off.
yeah. I think Nara is like kinda resisting the control, so he's not gonna go totally all out.
Oh, look at that. 29. Yeah, you're not going all out. I had to dodge.
Jupiter.
All right. I guess I start looking around for the spellcaster, or like trying to listen for components, or find any sort of a sign of where the spell's coming from.
Sure.
The whole time, kind of just like, all right, come on. If you guys know what's happening here, you've got to tell me.
Well, we're just plants, so we don't see a whole lot. But whenever people come here, they usually eat that candy, and then they're fine.
Candy. Oh, candy. Okay. Tabaxi Dash.
That's a good thing?
Cunning action.
Why are they lying to you?
What do I see?
You see a spread. There's a little tea set, a couple of teacups. One of the teacups has the very base of the cup is kind of stained with red congealed blood, and there's a bowl of little like candies and sweets.
Well, that's real terrible. Do I have any reason to believe that these plants are even capable of lying to me, or that they would?
Remember what I told you about Gabriella's garden and how the plants might be dubious?
There is that, but also they're just plants.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, they're just plants. They don't even have sentience until I give it to them.
Yeah, and their sentient forms are evil.
Well,
Turns out.
my passive insight is 21. You stop me if anything rings any red flags. Otherwise, I'm going to grab a handful of these candies and start running back.
It's pretty hard to read plant body language or emotion, even with speak with plants. But I'm gonna say above board that you don't feel like these are lying to you.
Yeah,
You think that some plants might be capable of lying.
they might be,
These ones, so far, you feel all right.
for sure.
Yeah.
My experience with the spell so far is that plants are always cooperative, even like magically creative ones. So I grab this candy, I head back. That is the end of my turn. I have Tabaxi Dash.
These plants are 100% useful.
Estate,
Yeah.
continuing to dodge.
The
Yeah,
plant said eat this candy.
What? But what if druids told them to lie?
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's plants
Who do you
don't normally
trust?
lie.
Who do you trust?
Yeah, but when they were told to, we saw people who do control plants.
I don't know. Take it or leave it. I've got the candy if you want it.
Fuck it, and he just kind of like put his fingers together in front of him and make a bunch of shapes, and the prismatic colors of his irises swirl together, and then they form these golden stars. As he casts Sense Preternatural, and he's gonna detect celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me.
Oh fuck! You get where they're located too.
Sure does. Tell us about this little pixie bastard.
It's use. Same. You sense two. Or actually, you sense several.
There's so many of them. I can only cast 2 spells a day, guys. This is one of them. I was
this-
hoping I didn't cast anything. Oh! It's right there!
You sense that it's essentially like stuck onto the back of Nara's neck.
Oh my god, it's the ticks all
Is there
over
one?
again.
Is there... Oh god, there's so many of them! Just within 30 feet. I don't think I sense that one.
It's fine. I'll give it to you.
Or this one. Okay. 4 of them!
As you kind of
I don't
sense
know.
them, you can see that they've got this like kind of weird prismatic sheen to them that causes them to be almost like their bodies are almost like somewhat mirror-like, so they kind of reflect light strangely, so they almost look transparent. It's almost like they're invisible, but they
Okay.
aren't. Like you can just faintly catch little glints of them in certain light.
They can just basically hide anywhere, and they're very good at it.
Kind of, and they're also quite small. And as you look at them, you kind of get the sense that they're like they have these like little butterfly wings, but instead of the normal like kind of butterfly abdomen, they almost appear somewhat like humanoid. But instead of like a head, they have no head. It's just a stump, and their like chest is a face.
Oh.
Sorry, they're Fae?
These are Fae. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's fucking fairies! Stage says. I'm gonna use a key point to do patient defense.
Okay.
Because Nara and Gru might beat me up.
All right.
That's me.
That works, Alistair.
Okay. Well, now we know where they are.
If I could point them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's clever. The iridescence makes them hard to see. I hate them.
God damn it.
Bam! One.
So these things all have 1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
They do have 19 AC though, so only the first one hits.
Okay.
But yeah, you come over and this thing like hisses at you, and you just squash it, and it just like it is really like
Oh.
smacking a bug. It just pulps under your hand.
I thought I was gonna have to hit it more than once, but okay. Well, that's fun. That's my movement and that's my action. There's no need to use my bonus action this fight, it seems like.
That brings us to Kawaku.
Okay, so like Alistair has seen them, but do I see them?
Sting pointed them out to you, and now that they've been kind of like pointed out to you, you can kind of see them. They're still going to be hard to hit, but you
Okay,
kind of know what to look for now.
so let's pop down here. Swing.
Oh goddamn!
Lord.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
it's the-
clean slice. You sever the stake from Nara's neck, and you watch as all that moss kind of like recedes and disappears.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I'll finish my movement over here with the second attack. Swing. It's a miss.
Ah.
I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows. I'm gonna go for slap.
ha.
That'll
Bam.
do.
I get one more attack with flurry of blows, but I'm not in range of anything. But bunny hop gets me 15 feet. I still can't hit anything.
Oh, that's a bunny hop.
That's
Is
a
a bonus
bonus
action.
action.
Crap. You're right.
You can throw something.
Well, I can't get anything. I can't get over there anyway. Can I throw something with a bonus action?
Oh, you can.
Or with
It has to
with
be-
flurry
it
of
has to be,
blows.
yeah, flurry of blows has to be like a melee attack.
Just being an arm strike.
Unarmed strike specifically. Yeah,
Uh,
it's a good slap.
You know, if I thought of that, I could have just used my bonus action to do one unarmed strike, and I wouldn't have had to spend key on a flurry of blows.
Yeah,
if you want to
Well,
do that,
you
that's
know.
fine.
yeah. Get a key back.
All right, I'll take it back. Then. That's me.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
one more.
Yeah, do I know what to look for now too, kinda.
Yeah, you kind of know what to look for.
I'll just try to shoot this bastard. Fine.
Damn. Okay.
That'll do. An arrow fully obliterates this thing. Like,
Hell yeah!
the arrowhead is almost as big as this thing, and it just
I just dust it.
fully dusted. Yeah.
Check them out. It's like they're made of glass.
As this happens, though, you guys do see that there are many, many more of these that are kind of like clinging in the moss on this tree. Seem to have made a bit of a home out of it.
Maybe we should eat the candy.
Are you sure? Maybe someone should check out what the candy does first.
How dare
I mean,
those
I
little fucks? Why don't we just burn the tree to the ground?
Let me identify the candy real quick. I can still
Oh.
do that. I've got one.
My eyes are gonna disappear if you do that. You have 10 minutes.
You can fly.
I can just flat cast it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1 minute. I guess.
Yeah, it seems to be a candy that is essentially kind of like a anti-magical resistance to the magical effects that these fey spirits produce.
Oh, we should probably eat them.
Yeah.
You should eat.
What colors are there?
There's a couple of like little spiral lollipops and stuff.
The ones that look like strawberries are the best. I don't know where they come from, but they're always the best ones.
Essentially, while you were kind of like sucking on these candies, you can't be affected.
Can I get a lollipop?
I'm gonna put a couple in my pocket. Are there extra?
Yeah.
Take the bowl.
Pocket a couple.
Well, you don't want to take the whole bowl, because then it's obvious we were here. If there's
Well-
a handful of my candy missing, I'm probably not going to notice, maybe. But if it's all gone, then I'll notice.
And let's leave one.
Well,
Get that logic? Okay, I'm gonna keep these eyes up for a while. 9 more minutes. At least I can put a warning out if something gets close. Nara?
Huh? What?
You've been a bad boy.
What even happened? Last thing I remember is my legs started falling off.
My blood on your sword.
What?
Gestures on himself. Gestures on your sword.
Why'd you run into my sword?
Why'd you pull him out? Think about it real hard. I demand you heal me, Nara.
Ugh, this place is horrible. One sec.
This is definitely State's fault somehow.
This is my fault.
It sounds right.
Here, come here.
Stands on his tiptoes. Touch me.
Let me upcast this to level 2.
Touch me.
Hold on.
That's level 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do I have-
2. 2d8. No, that's 2d8 plus 1. Yeah, that's level 2.
Yeah.
That'll do, pig. Pat your hand. Right, where we headed?
So as you guys kind of look around the area, you can see up kind of to the north, maybe 150, 200 meters, or 200 feet away, rather. You can see what appears to be a large, like, greenhouse and a attached building of some kind. And heading kind of to the right seems to head towards Ruin. Keep heading that way. That's towards the Oubliette.
All right. Well, that is mildly time sensitive, so maybe let's check that out first.
Yes. And that
Alright.
is Gabrielle's workshop. Should proceed cautiously.
Should we set it on fire?
If you wish.
Or could your sister be in there, Sheesh?
Yes, might be a good idea to clear it out first.
It could also be useful. We'll probably need to clean them out eventually because they're, filled with weird fairy things, but I don't know if burning them is the right choice when we have a bunch of people who need medicine nearby.
Did they need medicine?
They need supplies, and I could potentially get some out of here. I don't know what's in the
Some food.
greenhouse.
Yeah, I imagine it's all bad stuff.
I'm sure that everything that she grew wasn't illicit or dubious or dangerous. But I do know that most of the people she employed in the gardens were goblins like myself, so we should make sure that, just to avoid casualties, check the place out before we burn it down.
Right.
All right.
Candy's a little stale.
I don't think I've had anything sweet in months.
Getting magic to preserve things is hard.
Is it?
Flavor. Well, get to preserve the flavor anyway. Like regular candy. It doesn't just taste the same as fresh. Usually. Sometimes you...
Sheesh, when we get out of here, can you make some candy?
I will do my best.
That does sound pretty good.
I certainly hope it tastes better than a sucker that's been in the middle of the woods for who knows how long.
It's not so much about the flavor as it is the mouthfeel. It's pretty good.
You can right click on your token now and click to open your character sheet.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. I mentioned that earlier.
Alright, so which way you guys head?
Towards the Oubliette.
Okay.
heretofore to be referred to as the Oobles.
Towards the Oobles.
Let's head towards the Oobles. I need you guys to roll 2d20 for me.
Better
Oh,
beat me to
boy.
it.
Just tell me when 9 minutes has
I
passed.
can't
so
roll
I can...
both of them. That's not fair.
I said you had your chance to beat me to it. I warned you too.
It's fine. This will be fun.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Biscuit, since you've doomed everyone, I need to roll a d10.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I'll take my time with this one since nobody's allowed to beat me here. 10.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Biscuit.
Da da da. I wonder what we're gonna face. 10 owlbears.
All right. Somebody other than Biscuit, roll a d4. Okay.
Look, we haven't
I need-
we haven't leveled in a while. We need experience.
You don't even use experience.
We'll be fine.
True.
I need Sheesh, Nara, and Alistair to roll a d100.
Ah, so
This
close.
is terrible. We're gonna run into Baba Yaga.
You encounter 63 Baba Yagas,
Oh no!
each accompanied by 84 hobgoblins.
And 91 chicken houses.
Yeah.
A lot of eggs.
I want a chicken house.
I kind of do too.
I kind of do too.
We can all be the chicken house boys or whatever that works.
I'm so jaded by the housing market that I don't even mind the idea of my house being cursed and walking around on chicken legs.
Oh, it's not cursed. It can move on its own. That's great.
As you guys are traveling through the Flower Forest, you guys come across a kind of along the path. There's a tree that is kind of like grown slightly like overhanging the path. So there's a couple like long, thick branches that are kind of coiled over, creating kind of a canopy. Hanging from one of those branches, dead center in the path, there is a hanging corpse.
Hmm.
It slowly kind of like swings and rotates in the slight breeze.
What kind of corpse?
Appears to be bubbling.
Oh, great.
Roger's sister, sheesh. No. We did.
Hey, cool guys, did you guys do this?
Cool guys?
Yeah, the
Uh,
trees.
Oh,
Did
You
Stain
still have-
actually make that comment out loud?
no, that's me.
Okay. I was gonna slap him and actually do damage if he did.
Slap him with a knife.
Oh, well, that's not a very welcoming sight, now is it? Is there anybody I recognize?
As it slowly turns, you see your own face.
Hmm.
Oh.
Mm.
We see sheesh.
Oh.
Oh, sheesh, they got you.
Well, that can't be right.
I start touching sheesh's face.
The corpse are
This
Oh.
one, the one, our friend. Like, is ours the real one? Were you a ghost the entire time? You gotta tell us.
All those times I pinged for undead, I never registered myself.
This is my eye. Do my eyes detect him as dead?
No.
Okay, oh, you're fine. Yeah. Faye?
No, I think this might just be some bullshittery.
Yeah, this
Age?
smells
Okay.
like illusion.
This is an attempt to frighten and dissuade me
But why you specifically?
because they knew I'd be back.
As you kind of approach, you see that the corpse does not actually appear to be you. It seems to be actually some kind of like halfling, possibly. The
Huh.
skin has almost completely rotted away, kind of like dried and mummified,
Yeah.
leaving almost this bone exterior. Kind of next to the tree and kind of like off, discarded by the road. There appears to be an old backpack, uh, blood smeared and kind of torn apart.
Must be his. I want to cut him down to bury him, but I don't know if that's trapped.
Let's figure out who he was first, and I'll start going through the backpack.
Well, if that's trapped,
Might be.
I'll stand back and observe you.
Kind of peel it open and find that there's most of the backpack is actually taken up by some kind of a large object that appears to be like a clay or like porcelain, maybe a terracotta.
Just like a big brick of terracotta, or like.
It's like a smooth, almost like a pot.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and take a look at it.
Pull it out. It kind of takes some like maneuvering, and you kind of end up having to rip the already torn backpack off because it's got these little like spouts off of it that hook onto the, or like hooking onto the cloth as you pulled it out. And it's just this strange jug with several like spouts that are corked.
Huh. At least it's magic. Something about it must be. How do you get it in here?
Let me come look. Yeah, have to identify it again. How do I not just have detect magic?
Doesn't exist here.
Right, that's why.
You can roll an Arcana to do that if you want.
Oh, right.
Before identifying it. We remembered how the new rules worked.
Well, I have
This
no
is just
clue
a
what this
pot.
is.
Yeah, this is just a pot. Do you find that there's a row of runes along the kind of like underside lip of the pot,
Double.
and then
ones.
around all of the spouts that
It's
indicate that it's definitely magical
Yeah.
of some sort.
definitely magic of some sort. I'm guessing
Um,
something different comes out of each one of these spouts.
It's almost like
Oh.
it's an alchemy jug.
I have an alchemy jug. I should know what this is.
Oh, you might just automatically know what this is then, yeah.
It's made different from
It,
yours.
it might just look very different from yours. Yours is
Um,
probably like very unique to your own personal taste.
It's a teacup.
Probably.
It's a teapot
It's probably a teapot.
with many spouts.
Alright, well. I'm guessing it was his at some point. Makes sense. They like to, drink things, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, do you think they could? You couldn't.
Well, hold
Could you
on.
make a alchemy jug that makes blood somehow?
Ugh,
Well, why would
gross.
they take it if it made blood?
Yeah, I think this belonged to the halfling.
Oh,
But why didn't they
then it's
take it?
definitely just
Well,
fine.
because I don't think that anything. Like, I think the plants just got him. I don't think that this place is like. Nobody was hunting this halfling down. He just wandered through this dangerous forest and died.
He was wandering through this dangerous area, specifically,
Yeah.
and then they turned him into sheesh.
Well, that is probably just the weird magic of this place.
Do any
Again,
of these plants seem carnivorous
Specifically
specifically?
sheesh.
You've definitely spotted some carnivorous plants, but most of them have been like small.
Nothing that would kill a halfling.
Nothing that would kill a halfling or a person. Things that would eat insects or at most like a small rodent.
Oh, hey, real quick, just a small note. When we left the church in the morning, I want to take Giuseppe's head again.
Sounds good.
I'm bringing that shit with me.
You're obsessed
my-
with that thing.
That's my
bud.
trophy. Don't judge me.
He's gonna talk to it later.
No, I just might whack it against a tree a couple of times.
I get it. Feels good.
Anyway, we'll hold on to this jug and figure out more about it later.
You also find two other things. There's a scroll case, and there appears to also be he had like a lantern with him.
Ooh, are they magical?
You guys should check it out.
Give me an Arcana check.
God.
Oh my lord.
Yeah,
The scroll case,
Doesn't-
I assume, contains
does-
a magic scroll.
yeah, it doesn't appear to be. Opening up the scroll case, you do find that there is a scroll inside.
Paper.
All right. Well, we'll hold
Oh,
on
good
to.
paper.
Oh yeah, do we recognize what the scroll is?
You do, or at the very least, you probably don't, because I have not actually, because this is brand new, and I had not seen this,
Oh.
which is why I'm going to give it to you without considering the consequences.
Brand new, huh?
You find a scroll of Freedom of the Waves.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Is that a thing you can learn?
That sounds like a druid spell.
It is. Telegram the link to it.
Oh, it's new.
I will double check for actually using this spell within the game because it is a Taldori thing,
Oh, it's Taldori.
which means it's probably busted as hell. But
Oh,
I
that's
will.
fair.
But for the purposes of the scroll, it works as written.
This is wild. This is weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
What's it do? It sounds like my particularly favorite kind of spell.
It would be really useful if you were fighting in a bedroom. Oh wait, it's 15-foot radius. That's not
Radius.
bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad. That's decent. The main thing about it is that you can kind of teleport within an area at will. The side effect is you can also hurt and slow down things in it. But
That's neat.
it all happens in like an area. I get to make a big column of water, and we can all kind of blip in and out within that area.
All of us?
Um,
You can choose
Yeah.
a number of creatures equal to your spell.
It's a water-themed area of effect spell that deals continuous damage and allows freedom of movement within it. Where the fuck was this spell when I was playing Daru?
yeah, very Daru. Yeah,
Didn't
big
exist.
Damn
Daru. Yeah. Can vanish into loot. Okay,
It could have just turned into water and.
It's not when you.
Around.
It's only the caster that can.
it's
teleport.
just me that teleports in.
Yeah, that's still
Okay.
very Daru. I wanted it. I needed that.
We'll give it to him later, post campaign.
It's actually kind of. Boy, it's
Neat.
It's neat. It's like a baby
neat.
steel wind strike. It's like a little itty baby steel wind strike. Basically, yeah.
Well, it's an AoE. It's not a student's right.
Right. The trade-off is that it does 2d8 instead of real damage, and they full save on a save. The upside, though, and I'm just not realizing it, it is not centered on me. I can cast this 120
Right.
feet away and
120
then
feet away.
teleport to it. Okay, it is a very...
No,
useful.
no.
If you're
if you
within
are-
the spell's area, I see. Yes, correct. Okay. So it's a
So
little
would you
baby...
cast it very far?
It's a little baby steel wind strike. I do a big old 30-foot diameter AoE. All my friends are safe. The people inside it might take a little bit of tickle damage, like a third of a tidal wave. And then I can teleport to where I need to be. Honestly, the teleport is the only useful part of the spell.
You can teleport up to 10 feet up.
But it's a 30-foot teleport, I guess, for a third level spell. And we have a scroll of it.
Excellent. Is that a thing you can learn?
Yeah, I can prepare this anytime.
But you never won.
We'll see. I still haven't.
But
Like this
we'll
is
find out.
brand new. I hadn't even.
Here, we'll play
Look at this
test it for him.
I only found out because you guys rolled terribly and then very well.
Wow.
Oh, it's a paladin. Oh, no, it's not a paladin.
Druid Ranger's Sorcerer. This is a weird spell. This is a very weird spell.
This is a classic Mercer spell design.
It's a good like entrance spell
It's
to possibly fuck up a room.
This is weird. The damage is too low to be useful as an AoE. The teleport is too short to be useful as a teleport. But if you really got to teleport 30 feet and don't mind also doing a little damage along the way, sure, it's kind of fun.
So the big thing is that it's a strength save, which is kind of rare to.
Oh yeah,
find.
strength saves are rare.
I think this is a really cool spell. You're just not appreciating it because it's not like a jupe spell. Like this is perfect.
Right.
I'm seeing this through the eyes of Daru. This is perfect for like an entrance.
It's not even
like,
here.
See,
I know, but like you teleport into a group of enemies. You hypothetically knock a bunch of them down, and then you're within axe range.
Yeah, okay, but
That's cool.
it is the fact that it combines all those things is kind of cool. I'm just saying this does like a sixth of a fireball, which is the same spell level, and also has a save for half instead of Saber Suck. And the teleport is like the same range as a Misty Step, but Misty Step is a bonus action, and this is a full action. But it does all
you
of
can
that
do
at the
it every
same
turn.
time.
But it's cool.
No, it's
Is
a
it
one.
a-
This is a one-time
it's a-
instant thing.
Oh
Alright.
My God.
Allow me to make the case that all spells are equally valid.
Wrong, biscuit.
Sure, you can make that case if you want. Yeah.
If the
Absolutely
spell
not.
is cool and fits your style, it is more powerful for you than anything else.
True.
That's true.
Yes.
It fits no one in this.
Well,
I could see this would have. Well, no, it wouldn't have. It may have instantly killed all those pixies. Like I don't know.
If
It's true.
would've, yeah.
That
But-
would've.
Cool
but-
for sheesh, too.
Except for the
They-
ones that might have saved, and a fireball
Well-
would have killed them guaranteed.
They had a -4 to that save, so they were,
Oh.
it was very close to guaranteed.
The fact that you can exclude friendlies from this is like
That's good.
Right.
This spell has a bunch of little minor edge case useful things about it, and there will eventually be a perfect situation where this spell is useful. Yeah.
The thing with this spell is that it's a mid-range spell, which means that Peck hates it because it's not mid-maxy.
Well, I actually.
It's trying to hit a little niche of several different areas,
right.
as opposed to
Only a
being
30-foot
like
teleport that also does damage.
Yeah, it really is just like a little baby Steel Wind Strike. It's like a little damage and a little teleport all at the same time, which is cool.
I
I
like
love
that-
Steel Wind Strike.
I like that the material components, you could just take a hair from your head, lick it, and then cast it.
Yeah.
Sheesh couldn't use this. I don't have hair.
I do feel that the most useful part of the spell is the teleport.
You could take hair from your cat friends.
Yeah, this
I do
is
think
fun.
it's weird that it's weird that it's Saber Suck
Well,
instead of Saber Half.
It has to be because they don't say your friends are exempt. They say your friends succeed, and if they still took half damage, they would be hurt by it.
Right.
Here's what they
which-
should do. Here you go, Matt.
Why
Let
did
me sling this one at you for free here, Matt, my boy, who is wonderful and definitely watches our show. Up that damage and just make this not affect your friends. Up that damage to 66, and then we're good. Save for
All right,
half,
counterpoint.
66.
This spell is cool. There aren't any good water spells in the game.
True.
This spell is needed, and
Really?
that's why it's a good spell.
Well, there still are no good water spells in this game. That's the problem. Misty Step is 2nd level, and it's faster and the same range as this.
You-
Control water literally sinks
Oh, Control
ships.
Water is actually a very good
What the
spell.
fuck is wrong with you
Yeah,
people?
Yeah.
Control
Control
water
Water's
is it's a very niche situational thing, but if anybody has control water,
Oh, my lord,
any
yeah.
sort of like
That nearly drowned every
Yeah.
one of us.
Cave or
Any-
ship or, yeah.
any naval combat is rendered irrelevant if anyone has control water.
Supplemental, count the number of cool water spells, count the number of cool fire spells, and then come back to me.
True,
Like,
does
I
kind
still
of-
think we,
Does Cone of Cold count? Is that water?
no, it's cold. That's
No.
cold.
Okay, understood. I agree with that take. Cold and water are two separate things.
You're right.
But fire and cold are the same.
Yeah, of course they are. It should all just be thermodynamic damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so glad
Thermodynamic.
somebody else agrees.
You
with me.
people are so fucking weird.
Yeah, he's very weird.
Don't
one
let
else
me
agrees
in.
with
Same
you.
damage as fucking fire. Shut the fuck up.
Don't lump me in with this Opto Goblin.
Anybody, if somebody wants to hold on to the scroll, can anybody else? Yeah, the Rangers can use
this
this. Yeah.
candle just burnt me. It's so cold.
Yeah, I can just prepare this spell. I'm going, for the record, I'm going to prepare this spell every day until I find an appropriate time to use it.
Can I have?
Yeah, go for it. It's all you. Will be like there will be a case. I don't have, for the record, I don't have a teleport. Druids don't have a teleport. This is the earliest teleport that druids can get, so that's like a valid use case. Coast
I don't
druids
have a
get
Misty
Misty
Step that isn't tied to an item yet, so this is cool.
Yeah, I miss Misty Step. That was my favorite thing on Factory.
Do you miss T?
I do miss Misty Step.
Misty Step is good.
It was the only good part of playing a land druid.
It was good on Simmons. It was good on Flick. I don't have.
Can I
it
turn
now.
off? Can I turn some of these spigots? Yeah, the spigots on the pot. Can I turn some of them on?
Oh, you wanna pour some out and see what they do?
Yeah, I want to see what's in it.
I mean, go for it. Be my guest. I don't care.
I'll try one.
Do it.
Just pour it
carefully.
away.
It could be like acid or poison or some shit.
Yeah, I'm pouring it like away from me. It's almost the size of my torso, so I have to hold it with two.
I love the idea that Stain tests by holding it above his head and just like, here goes, mouth open. Let's see what this one is.
It's gotta be something edible, right?
Yeah.
No, it
Roll.
explicitly does not.
Roll a d10.
No, I'm pouring it on the ground. D10. So, how many spigots are there?
Well, I asked for a d10, so take a guess.
10 spigots? This alchemy jug has 10 spigots.
Oh boy.
Wow, you
Good
got a
thing,
short jug.
good thing you didn't pour this on your face, because as it hits the ground, it begins to sizzle as you pour acid.
This
Oh,
makes
maybe it is.
acid! Or hot water, what is that? Oh, it smells weird.
Do you think we should label these?
I'll write acid on this one.
Are you the one that can write?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Are you the one that can read?
I can read it right.
Okay.
Forgot the other one can't do that.
I slap him.
Shit might do it. It's good when I'm ready.
Okay, you ready?
I
Yeah.
thought the surprise would make it more exciting.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I
I
don't do
slap.
anything. Let's just go.
Give me the vote. It's good shit. Do
Are
the
you
other
an
spigots
undead
work?
or fiend?
No.
Yeah, let's just go through and figure out what all these.
He's not
spigots
sure
do.
how this. Yeah. He's not sure how the jugs work, but he's gonna try every spigot one by one and then label them.
Okay. You guys get to pick up an alchemy jug and figure it out.
Ta-da!
It is a standard alchemy jug. He gets some acid, poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, or wine.
This could all that mayonnaise can feed those people back there.
It's wild that one of the options is salt water. How often are
Why
you
not?
like, man, I really need some salt water right now?
You
Not
need salt
fresh
water
water.
right now.
Like,
I
what's
guess
a-
you can,
Well,
you can
salt-
boil the salt out of it.
Salt water is also good for cleaning.
Is it?
Well,
You
you gargle after you brush your teeth.
In the desert, it can be quite important.
Okay.
It's also good because like you can add some salt. It's salt, right? You can just evaporate the water.
Sure.
True,
so
it's perfect. It's perfect for boiling rice
yeah, it's like a loop. Okay. All right. Okay.
or pasta,
Oh, or what now?
spaghetti.
I love noodles.
I'm sorry. One more time.
I miss Teru.
Noodles.
No, but the word you said the first time though.
Terror reminds you of noodles.
All right. Should we continue to the oubliette?
Yeah. But we
Here,
will
someone
continue
carry this.
next week.
Next
week.
Sunday.
Hopefully.
Better work than what I make.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
See.
I lied. I don't have an alchemy jug anymore. I've had one.
Current date pending.
I mean, it should be next Sunday. I don't think we have plans.
Oh, well, then
Hopefully
here,
don't.
you can hold on to this alchemy jug. You're the alchemy
That
dude.
works. We're just gonna pour mayonnaise on everything now.
Please
Wonderful.
don't.
Like when we leave the Allards, if we don't kill them before we leave, I'm just gonna pour mayonnaise all over the
Oh, I do like that. But we got to make sure that we bring sunlight back first, because just mayonnaise covered sidewalk in the sun.
Mm,
You're gonna
Really
get
give 'em a
so
bad
many
time to walk out.
flies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can use the mayonnaise to make a slip and slide. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Can't you like kind
What?
of make it a full stream with the alchemy jug too, so we can just like hose their whole
Yeah.
house down with mayonnaise?
I
Excellent.
don't know.
No, that's the
No.
water thing that you had on.
Oh,
The decanter.
Yeah, the decanter.
Endless decanter. Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
A decanter of endless mayonnaise sounds like an awful item.
I
Just
can maybe
hosting
I can modify
stuff.
a regular decanter to make it mayonnaise instead. How hard could that be?
We
What's
could
the
probably just
how does
Fix
how
like
does a dungeon master balance that? The decanter of endless mayonnaise.
I mean, it doesn't really do much that one with water would do, other than it
Water
makes
is more
mayonnaise.
useful.
Sure, it does. It makes a big old slippery mess and it blinds people. Water just kind of like
Okay.
makes you wet.
That's a good point.
Mayonnaise blinds
It's like
people.
oil.
Absolutely, mayonnaise is opaque. Water's not.
Oh, that's fair.
You pour a fire hose of mayonnaise at somebody, they're not seeing anything for a few seconds.
You
You're
can
not
make
smelling
2
anything but
gallons of mayonnaise. Hey, we have free wine. A gallon of wine.
If you
with this
immerse
alchemy jug.
a fire elemental in 10 gallons of mayonnaise, how much damage does it take?
well,
God,
mayonnaise.
it's not water.
Mayonnaise is egg and oil based, so
Will that make omelets then?
Ugh.
If you cook mayonnaise on a pan, will it just turn to omelets?
No,
God.
that's the worst I've think.
no, I think it just burns.
Boy.
Mayonnaise lube.
You
It
didn't
is-
need to say that.
I thought it. Everyone else had to think it. I'm sorry.
No, see, here's the thing. Everyone thought it, but we knew better than to say it.
Oh no, I don't. I'm gonna make everyone suffer, including the viewers. I'm sorry.
What
That's
if you
where I'm lying.
make? What if you make like an alchemist jug, but replace one of them with just straight up cum?
Oh,
Which
but
is
that's
like Zeke?
that's Zeke's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Zeke just make? Did Zeke?
Dude,
Zeke's a genius.
all of my straight friends are the gayest people I know.
What
True.
does it?
All of
Can
your
you
straight
make people
friends are
pregnant
incredibly
with it?
gay.
I don't even know if we figured out.
We didn't actually
of the
ask
deal
that.
with
I don't
that shit.
think.
What did the
Zeke
children
refused to
turn
tell
out?
us.
What did the children turn out like?
Wait, I think it was like a mixture of 50 different Siemens. I
Something
don't
like that.
or something like
What?
that.
So it's you have to roll a d50.
So, yes, so Sochi's magic items all have D100s or D somethings on them.
Oh, this was so.
and he has an
That makes
alchemy
sense.
jug that you roll a D100 on to determine what liquid it is, and then sometimes you have to roll again to determine what liquid it is out of a series of other liquids.
So you didn't just have like a girl teammate. Like, do you ever wonder what it's like to have 50 gallons of semen in you?
What?
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 Thanks, Chris.
Put the spigot on your butt and
Yeah,
just go.
and just go.
Okay.
Is it
Oh,
fresh?
God.
Is it warm?
No.
It's gonna
Oh
fill
wait,
you up
yes,
like a water
it's
balloon.
warm until it comes out of the canter, right? And you've got 10 seconds.
It immediately cools.
It's
Yeah, this is
mixed
all the
too.
worst things, guys.
Yep. I jumped down the oubliette. Raise up.
No.
Next week on Anthropology.